Hello, welcome back to Pilates at Home by Rebalance Physio. Thank you so much for taking the time last week in answering the questionnaires for us. We got a huge amount of feedback and we've taken that on. We're going to change the exercises or the plan of the program overall next week. So what we're going to do is, instead of having the two 15-minute videos, well, the three 15-minute videos, we're going to change to two 30-minute videos. One of a kind of a lighter, easier intensity, and then one of a harder intensity. We're then going to have a shorter 15-minute video for the people who still like them. And we're going to have a fourth video every week of a equipment class, where we're going to use bands, circles, rollers, footballs, things like that we can start to challenge your balance, your coordination in slightly different ways, rather than just working on strength of the abs. We want to tie in those other little bits and pieces as well. So we're going to give you a little bit more variety. We're also going to change the way we do this. Instead of emailing out the videos every week, we're going to set it into a members area on our website that you can log into, and you can see the videos uploaded each week. And we're going to have little tutorials as well on how to improve your imprint, or how to focus on bringing the rib cage down, or isolate your glutes a little bit more and work more on muscle activation. So we're going to change all the way that we do this, and I'll send it out in an email towards the end of the week. This week though, we're going to keep it the same that we've had before. We're going to work with the three 15-minute videos, the one with me today, the gentler class on Wednesday, and then Lauren's class on Thursday, and I'll put today and Thursday's class together again into a half-hour video, and then next week everything will be a little bit different, but you get a video or an email about that on Friday as well, or Saturday, hopefully Friday. So we'll get started. Come on to the hands and knees. So hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Again, we're going to drop the ribs down to the mat, arch the back, lift the head up, drop the head down, push the ribs up nice and high to the ceiling, drop the ribs back down, lift the head up again, and then drop the head down. Good, push the ribs up to the ceiling as high as you can, drop the ribs back down, arching the back as much as you can, really looking up, and then back towards the middle. So the back is flat, turn the head to the left, bring the left foot out to the side, have a look at the toes, left foot in, right foot up and out, and back in. Left foot up and out, again looking around the arm, and then back in, right foot up and out, and then back in. We're going to combine those two, drop the ribs down, lift the head up, turn the head to the left, look at the toes, push the ribs to the ceiling, roll the head down, right foot comes out, have a look at the right toes, drop the ribs down, right foot comes back in, looking up in front, turn the head back to the right, ribs up to the ceiling, roll the head down, right foot comes back in, left foot goes out, turn the head to the left, drop the ribs down, left foot comes in, and then looking up in front. Good, look down between the fingertips, hips and shoulders to the left, right leg back, right arm up in front. Looks a little shaky today. Good, and keep yourself as still as you can. We'll come over to the right side, left leg back, left arm up in front. Perfect, and then arms and legs, back down. A little bit different, you're going to tuck the toes underneath the feet now, flatten the back out, and lift the knees up, a couple of inches up off the mat. So start to activate the lower abs, and then rest back down, tuck those elbows in, lift the knees up again, and then back down. Good, one more, lift the knees up, hold the knees there, and march the feet up and down, left and right, good, keep going, keep the hips still, make sure they don't shake side to side. Good, back down, lift the right hand, and down, lift the left hand, and down, right hand, and down, left hand, and down, and rest the knees down onto the mat. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to come forward a little bit, and we're going to come into a plank. So same thing again, toes tucked underneath the feet, back is flat, lift the knees up, and then walk the feet to the end of the mat. Keep the hips tucked under, don't let the back arch, don't let the hips stick up into the air. Straight line from the shoulders through the hips, through the ankles, to the ankles, through the knees. Good, and then walk the knees forward, press the knees down, and then turn over onto your back. And then rest. Next we're going to imprint the spine, so we're going to work the lower abs, bring the legs up into tabletop, keeping the back flat, rib cages down, hands are by the side, chin is tucked in, and then nice little soft taps right and left. Good, don't rest the feet on the mat, just very lightly touch them off the mat, and all the time focus on keeping the back imprinted. 9, and the last one, 10. Legs back to tabletop, keep the spine imprinted, and tap the 2 feet off the mat. 1, 2, 3. Again, you can make it harder by tapping further away. 4, shoulders are relaxed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one last one, 10. Legs back to tabletop and rest the feet down. Good. Next one we'll do, we'll grab the roller, 2 feet onto the roller, spine is imprinted, and we're going to get our cushion between the thighs, hands by the side, squeeze the cushion, imprint the spine and lift the hips up. Again, if you want to make this harder, hands onto the ribs or hands across the chest. All the time scooping the hips up and then coming back down. And scoop the hips, rolling them back and then lower down. Good. 6 and back down. Nice smooth movement. 7 and back down. Imagine the spine is coming down like a wave, 1 vertebrae at a time and then back down. Good. And then one last one. Lift the hips up and then roll the hips back down. Perfect. Next what we're going to do, hands back by the side, right foot onto the roller, keep the pillow between the legs, straighten the left leg, squeeze the pillow, lift the hips up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and then back down. And then we'll switch legs. So left foot onto the roller again, closer the heel is to the hips, the bit easier it's going to be. Straighten the right leg, pillows between the thighs, shoulders relaxed, chin is tucked in, squeeze the pillow, imprint the spine, lift the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, shoulders are relaxed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and then rest back down. We're going to keep the pillow between the legs. We're going to come back onto the right leg now. Rollers in nice and close to the hips. Pillow back between the thighs. Hands by the side again. Lift the hips up nice and high. And the left leg squeeze the pillow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the hips up high. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Rest the hips down and switch legs. Left foot onto the roller. Right leg is extended. Lift the hips up. Whoops. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees. Rest the hips down and have a little rest. Leave the pillow down to the side. And then leave the roller down as well. So next we're going to start bringing our upper abs into it a little bit more. We're going to imprint the spine. We're going to go for 2 sets of under this week. So we're going to imprint the spine, bring the legs to tabletop, so knees are above the hips, knees at 90 degrees, tuck the chin in, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up and beat the hands. 1, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and breathe in, 4, 5 and breathe out, 2, 4, 5 and breathe in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5. Keep the head and shoulders up. Out, 2, 4, 5. Got halfway there. In, 2, 4, 5. Out, 2, 4, 5. In, 2, 4, 5. Out, 2, 4, 5. In, 2, 4, 5. Out, 2, 4, 5. 2 more breaths. Out, 2, 4, 5. Last breath in. 4, 5 and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest the head down, hands down, and then feet down by the side. Good. Next one, we're going to go for another set. This time we're going to straighten the legs to the ceiling. We're going to focus again the head and the shoulders up as high as you can. If you can't fully straighten the legs, bend them so the knees always stays over the hips. So don't have the legs out here if the hamstrings are tight. Keep the knees directly above the hips and little bend in the knee if you need to. So imprint the spine, hands by the side again. Rib cage comes down. Chin is tucked in, legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling as much as you can, as much as the hamstrings will allow. Don't let them drop away from the body. Knees stay above the hips, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up and beat the hands. 2, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5, 4 more breaths, out, 2, 4, 5, 3 more breaths, out, 2, 4, 5, 2 more breaths, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, last breath in, breathe out, 2, 4, 5, rest the head, bend the knees, and bring the feet down one at a time. Good. Next, we're going to do a little bit for the lower abs, again upper abs with this. We're going to roll the head and shoulders up, imprint the spine, chin to the chest, legs to tabletop, head and shoulders up off the mat, straighten the legs to the ceiling, 2 hands to the back of the right calf, lower the left heel to the mat, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs to the ceiling, bend the knees, head down, arms by the side, and rest the feet down. Next one, 2 legs at the same time. Imprint the spine. We're going to grab our cushion again. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, cushion between the ankles, hands by the side, straighten the legs to the ceiling again, chin to the chest, squeeze the cushion, lower the heels 2 inches, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep the back imprinted all the time. 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Bend the knees, rest the head, grab the cushion, leave it down to the side, and have a little rest. So, 2 more sets now for the abs while we're on our back. So we're going to focus a little more upper lower abs, and we're going to come into some roll-ups after that. So imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, tuck the chin in, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up, left hand to the inside of the right knee, right hand to the outside of the right ankle, straighten the left leg, and then switch. Left hand to the outside of the left ankle, right hand to the inside of the left knee, and switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, legs to tabletop, rest the legs out. Good. Next one, we're going to grab our cushion again. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, cushion between the ankles, 2 hands to the side of the head, chin to the chest, elbows into the knees, straighten the legs, elbows apart. Bend the knees, elbows in. 2, 3, keep the head and shoulders up. 4, keep the spine imprinted. 5, 6, nice smooth breath. 7, 8, keep the back imprinted. 9, the last one. 10. Bend the knees, rest the head down, grab the pillow, leave it down to the side again, and have a little rest. Next, we're going to come into some roll-ups. So we're going to straighten the legs down onto the mat. Legs are straight, knees and ankles are together, hands back behind the head, arms forward, chin to the chest, and rolling up. Chest comes forward at the end. Nice and slow, control back down onto the mat, hands back, arms forward, and rolling up. Good. And slow and control back down, keep the shoulder blades back, hands back again, arms forward, rolling up, chest comes up nice and tall, keep the shoulder blades pinched on the way back down, controlled on the way down, make sure you don't drop that last little bit, hands back behind the head, rolling up again. Good, chest comes forward, keep the shoulder blades back on the way back down. 4 more, hands back, arms forward, rolling up, chest up nice and tall. Good, controlled on the way back down. 3 more. Arms forward, rolling up. Good. And back down onto the mat. Last 2. Good. Chest up. Keep the shoulder blades together. Control on the way down. Keep the feet down. Last 1. Good. Keep the shoulder blades back. Pinch together. And then rest back down. Hands back down by the side. And bend the knees. Good. Last set for the abs, then we're going to come into a little bit for the hip flexors and quads. We're going to do some roll-ups. So, imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, hands back behind the head, arms forward, chin to the chest, onto the back of the hips, keep the heels off the mat. 1, back down, and up. 2, back down. 3, and down. Good. 4, and down. 5. Good. 5 more. Good. 4 more. Control on the way down. 3 more. Back down. Good. Last 2. Keep the shoulder blades pinched, arms forward, rolling up. Chest comes forward at the end. Back down, controlled. Last 1. And roll up. And then rolling back down onto the mat. And then rest the legs down. And we'll have a little rest. And now for the next set. We're going to come into sitting, start to work the quads, the hip flexors, and the mid-back muscles. So we're going to come up into sitting, hands back either side of the mat. Pinch the shoulder blades together. So just like last week, where we lifted and lowered the legs, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to pinch the shoulder back. This time we're going to lift the 2 heels and straighten. 1, 2 at the same time. 2, 3. Keep the shoulder blades pinched. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bend the knees. Rest the heels down for a second. Next we're going to do 1 leg at a time. We're going to keep the leg extended. And we're going to lift and lower from the hip. Good. So lift the 2 heels up. Straighten the right knee. Lower and lift. 1, 2. Keep the back straight. 3. Keep the shoulder blades pinched. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that left leg still. 8, 9. Last 1. 10. Bend the right knee. Straighten the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that right heel up. 7, 8, 9. Nearly there. 10. Bend the knees. Rest back down onto your back. Rest the legs onto the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Hug the left thigh to the chest. And rest the head back. So again, like last week's class, we're going to end up with just the hip stretches here. And then Lauren's going to take it straight over, run through, and I'll edit the 2 of them together again for the Friday. And as I said, Friday or Saturday, you're going to get an email out with how we're going to change the system over for the classes going forward. Good. And then switch legs. Left ankle over the right knee. 2 hands around the right thigh. So left hand comes between the legs. Right hand along the outside. Rest the head down. Rest the shoulders back. Make sure the chin doesn't poke forward. Keep the chin tucked in. And stretching at that left hip. Good. And then rest the right leg down. And Lauren will take over from here.